Hi friends, my name is Connie McDaniel and I have a thriving business with Young Living, and I've had so many people ask me about my journey and how does a teacher become one of the top earners in a company. So I thought I would have a casual conversation with you today, if that's okay, and maybe it's something that you would consider too. So 15 plus years ago, I had taken all the get out of debt classes. I was disciplined too. And for most of the attendees, the options were, sell your house and downsize. I absolutely wanted to cry. Is this all there was to life? And so as I would sit in the quiet moments every morning asking, pleading with God, is this all there is to life? Is bills? I began asking a different question, and I started asking the question, how? How could my situation become different? As I still had so much on my heart. And that became a magic question for me. After weeks of pleading daily with my prayers, the words of my mom and dad kept echoing in my head. They had a successful wholesaling business, and they would say to me, "Sissy, if you want something, figure out how to earn it." Well, thank you, God, for opening my mind. I started asking myself what I now call the magic question. I had read when you ask yourself the right questions, our mind goes to work to find solutions. Instead of worrying about what people will think, about fear, about doubt, about all of those things that chatter in our minds, and that's with all of us, right? So these questions help us, our mind, to focus on solutions instead of our problems. Well, oh my gosh, I truly did discover the magic question. The magic question of how has helped me in so many cases. For example, how do I afford it? I find solutions. How do I show up as a mentor, giving value and inspiration to the next person, showing them that they can do it too? You find solutions, right? How do I show up as a mom today? How do I show up as a business owner who is worth $500 an hour? So the magic question, how? Well, when I first began this business, I had been a teacher for 20 years. I loved teaching, and my family had a great life, but we could never get the security fund built up that our financial advisor kept telling us about. And I was 40, and we were still paying large amounts of debt. And I literally grew tired of waiting for everything I wanted to do in life, and I grew weary of seeing important charities and organizations who needed support for their causes, as they were the causes that I thought were critical to humanity, and I wanted to support them. So I finally found my answer. It was a journey, but I found the answer. It was a business model of a company our family used to get all of our pure, wholesome lifestyle products. The company was Young Living. And so I decided to become a business owner, but I didn't know how to treat it like a real business. I had been a teacher. I was an employee. So I had to watch and learn. And then I kind of reflected on watching my teacher father and mother become successful entrepreneurs themselves. So I thought, I can do this, but it was a different business model. So I was not successful early on, and no one I knew had been successful in network marketing. So I started off unknowingly as a dabbler. After being a product user who I felt like I was a crusader for these products, it was obviously I didn't have a problem recommending the products that I truly believed in. But I started out treating it like direct sales versus a true network marketing business. I had all the doubt and fear, just like you. What would people think? Is this really going to work? And I actually didn't know who to refer to really know if it was going to be a viable business. And I still felt funny inside, like people would think that I'm trying to be a salesperson or trying to get them. But then I realized everyone in life was a salesperson. Even my pastor and my doctor is a salesperson. Everything in life is sales. So then I kind of got over that, but I wanted to be more committed to a cause. And so by misunderstanding the business model and approaching it like direct sales, basically though, it wasn't getting me anywhere. I sold product, but basically I was trading one job for another job. And quite frankly, I was a good teacher, so why would I just trade jobs? So after years of dabbling and a little bit of skepticism, I finally had a big aha. And I would like to share with you my big aha, and maybe it will clear up why some people make it and some people don't. So I want to ask you all to consider looking at the business model, a true network marketing business model. And then it will make perfect sense for you why the owner of Young Living would choose this as the model for this company. What I found was that network marketing was the only viable business that could take me beyond a traditional career income to get me what I wanted, but coupling that model with the products that I already believed in, and that's will take us beyond the expectations of what life can bring. The second thing I would like you to consider is asking yourself the right questions. By meditating and asking questions, especially the magic question of how, it will cause your mind to be focused on solution thinking versus listening to all the chatter of doubt and fear and worry in your head. And it helped me to set myself up to discover the power of network marketing. And that's why I want to encourage you to study the business model. And maybe doing that will reveal some solutions to you. The third thing I'd like you to consider is, instead of focusing on debt, maybe the words of my parents will inspire you too. If you want something in life, find a way to earn it. Instead of focusing on debt, I now promote and mentor others how to create abundance. And for some reason, the debt goes away faster, and I got to keep my home. And then that moved on to building my dream farm, and now moving on to build another chapter in life. The fourth thing, the debt that gets paid off is wonderful. But I want you to think about the fourth thing, and that's when the magic happens, is when we begin to focus on creating abundance. And that is when our life becomes filled with creativity and contribution instead of just getting by. I still have desires for nice things, as that's what expresses our personality and, quite frankly, the fun in life, right? But we also can be more generous, and we can support causes, and we can share our gifts that benefit all humanity and help to preserve our earth. Now, don't get me wrong, I was grateful for my life as a teacher, but the dreams I had and the causes I felt strongly about were stuffed down inside. And I would have gotten to the end of my life and I would have had regrets. Now I get to focus on legacy and contribution and a life that expresses joy. And the greatest fulfillment and joy, I think, of this business model is showing and mentoring others to understand the concept and the power of the network marketing business model. And that you can live out a life way beyond a traditional career income and have that security fund as well. If I could summarize what I'm grateful for, I would say that it's family life without financial worries, a feeling of contribution, fulfillment, and purpose, and feeling that now I am able to express my divine contract that was put into my heart. Sounds kind of dreamy, right? Let me just share a little bit that there are always challenges on your journey, my journey. I started off being a skeptic on this business model. I couldn't get a feel-good moment in the beginning. You know how everyone talks about being in alignment with your core values, and when that happens, you will begin to flow. Well, I had to figure that out. I also started off operating it like a direct sales business because that's all I knew. But that was just trading one job for another job, and that was not going to get me the security fund nor the life that I wanted. But then I remembered another life lesson that my mom and dad taught me. I came home one summer after teaching the year, and I needed to earn some extra money. And so my dad said, "Sissy, we want to open up the Northeast. If you go out and open up new contacts," we had a wholesaling company, and my mom and dad tumbled 40 ton of rock a year, and we sold to all the national parks and souvenir places. And if you bought a souvenir rock, it probably originally came from our business. But anyway, he said, "You can do two things, Connie. You have a choice. You can get 20% of each sale that you make opening up this new territory, or you can get 5% of each new account you start for the lifetime of that account." Well, my little eyes and brain started rolling, and I decided I was going to take the sure deal. I was going to take the 20% of each account that I got. Done, finished. I had a little handful of money. That was the biggest mistake of my life. And now I look back, and that was a lesson my dad wanted me to learn. You should always take the 5% on the lifetime of an account. Had I done that, I would have had money rolling in each year versus just the one-time pony show. And so I want to encourage you, that's what network marketing is all about. You're getting a percentage each month on a lifetime of that account. It's a great lesson. Think about it, ponder it, and it will change your life. Network marketing is not for everyone, and this may or may not be for you, but I would like to encourage you to simply take a look at it. I have 8 things for you to think about. Ready? Number 1, there is a book called The 4-Year Career. Go to blissbusiness.com and order the Young Living version. This book shares the basics of how the business model works, and it helps to clear up some of those notions that people have about network marketing. This business is one of the fastest growing industries, and it works. And so I think you should consider it before you believe all the crazy notions that people have about it. 2, look at the income disclosure on the Young Living website and reveal the real numbers for you to consider. 3, ask yourself the magic question of how every day in the quiet moments of the morning or evening, and your mind will begin focusing on solutions for you, no matter what it is in life. How do I become a better mom? How do I show up today at work? Whatever it is. The next thing is, if you choose this business model, study it and operate it as a true network marketing model. The key is to understand that, and that's what gives it power and will take you beyond the traditional career income that you desire. 5, mentor others consistently in understanding the model. I suggest doing 6-week business series every quarter. That's how I did it, and it worked. 6, mentor others on the 7 skills. Know those 7 skills and know why they are important to this industry. 7, link arms, arm in arm, and help the next person to enroll their first 5 people. Don't do it for them. Mentor them, link arms with them, be behind them, and help them enroll their first 5 people and follow up with their first 5 people. And you will be well on your way to a successful business. Number 8, focus on creating abundance to live out a life beyond debt. And when you do that, that state of mind will be attractive for others. Please know the people give this business model a bad rap, as many people are dabblers instead of real business operators. That was me, so that's how I know. But my journey as an entrepreneur has shown me that adversity is the preparation for greatness. So I encourage all of you to listen to that quiet rumbling inside of you and decide to commit to the journey as if you were an Olympic athlete. An Olympic athlete has that consistency, they have that commitment, and they have that gut determination. Yes, there will be injuries. Yes, there will be days that are tougher than others. And yes, there will be competitors who do it better than you do. But know this business will develop you personally, professionally, and spiritually. And everyone who does this business correctly by learning and studying it crosses the finish line. But you have to have fortitude. You have to commit to getting better through studying and experiencing this business model, and embrace the true essence of this business model. I hope as a mentor that I was able to give you a little bit of value and a little bit of inspiration today to at least consider and look this business model over. Get the 4-year career book that's available on blissbusiness.com and really understand the business model. And I want to leave you with this thought that kept me motivated. We have one life to live. Make it count.